So we been having the pigs get out quite a bit. So I guess it's time to fence off this area so we can start ripping all the perimeter fence out, grade all this area, plant the pasture, start putting in the barns, keep the pigs contained while we're in the process. So I'm going to just do some T-posts with hog fence panel. Seems to work the best for the pigs. The pigs seem to tug on that no-climb fence and lift it right up and go underneath it. So
what's the difference between hog fence and no climb?
A hog fence is like a welded wire fence. The spacing is narrower at the bottom and then gets wider at the top, which I think is going to create challenges when we get goats, because goats can get their head stuck in the top panel. So works good for pigs, not for goats. So we'll have to think about that when we start organizing our areas for the goats. But the wire fence, you know, this red line makes a good product. It's basically like this stuff, and it comes in a roll. It's woven instead of welded. So it's a lot less expensive, a lot easier to handle, but it's hard to get tight for one, and then obviously over time you can see that it starts to curl up from animals trying to bend it up, and makes it pretty easy for the little ones to get out. So I got about 160 feet of hog fence to put in, and we'll start working on the rest.
Well, that's easy.
It is very humid.
It's a hot day.
So my precise measuring skills, I just set the fence up and then I go figure out where to put the other post. One thing about this hog fence is it's very rigid, so you got to make sure the ground's flat. So usually I'll go around with a pickaxe and kind of dig it in the high spots to get it to lay flat. Otherwise it makes it hard to make it straight. So I'm going to dig this end down just a little bit to get it a little tighter to the ground, and that'll be good to go. Okay. So I'm going to use these wires to attach the hog fence to the T-posts. They work really good, and then there's this tool right here that you use to bend them, which you insert right here and spin it around the wire to tighten it. It takes a little bit of getting used to. I'm still getting used to it. But when you get it, you can feel it. It goes nice and easy, and you can spin it right around and it's tight, and you don't ever have to mess with it. Done.
Wow. Maybe even I could do that.
Well, put it this way, I'm still not good at it. And it does about 40 of these. Definitely just takes a little bit of practice and getting used to. And then when I screw up, I go get my pliers and I fix it. Like this one's not going as smooth. That'll work, but I'll tune that up a little bit with my pliers.
I think that's far enough away.
Yeah, so that'll be good. Turkeys might be able to sneak past it, but they can fly right over this, so I'm not too worried about it. What I'll probably do is when I'm done, I'll probably grab some just mechanics wire that I got, or rebar wire, and just attach it to this in a couple spots to keep it close. I don't want to get too close to this because I'm ripping all this out. That's all going to be wood, so I want to be able to keep this here throughout that whole process.
Our turkeys and chickens, well, our turkeys haven't really gotten out yet, but
now they're still young, they're still not confident enough.
Our chickens will go under this wire and they'll head over there, and then a horse comes and they come right back home. And really, they know where their food is, so every night they go back into their coop all on their own. But the pigs, they get into the other people's fence, into our neighbors' yards. And who knows what they'll do in their yards, so we can't take that chance. Come on. Ain't that right, Piggy? Hi, baby turkeys. Little escape artist.
Yeah.
So we made a little makeshift gate. Killer boots, man.
Like that. All right, turkey.